One wrong layer can instantly add 10 years to your look, but the right combination can make you appear radiant, modern, and effortlessly elegant. Autumn is the season we love for its cozy charm. But for many women over 60, layering clothes becomes tricky. Too many heavy layers can overwhelm your frame, mismatched colors can dull your complexion, and the wrong fabrics can make you look frumpy instead of fabulous. But here's the good news. Elegant layering isn't about piling on clothes. It's about balance, proportion, and intention. The right pieces can slim your silhouette, highlight your best features, and keep you warm without sacrificing style. En satin. Imagine stepping out on a crisp autumn morning wearing a sleek blouse, a tailored cardigan, and a chic coat in flattering tones. Instead of looking weighed down, you appear polished, confident, and age-defying. In today's video, I'll share 5 practical tips to help you layer clothes in a way that feels light, stylish, and flattering for women over 60. These aren't complicated fashion tricks. They're simple adjustments that make a powerful difference. By the end, you'll know how to master layering with confidence, so you can walk through autumn looking vibrant, youthful, and truly yourself. Mistake 1. Bulky layering. One of the most common mistakes women over 60 make in autumn is relying on bulky layering. It feels practical. You want to stay warm, so you pile on multiple sweaters, cardigans, and thick coats. But here's the truth. Too many oversized layers don't just add warmth, they also add unnecessary volume, which can make you appear heavier, shorter, and older than you are. Instead of elegance, bulky layering often creates a shapeless, heavy silhouette that hides your figure and makes you look weighed down. Why does this happen? When every piece you wear is loose, thick, and oversized, the body loses its natural shape. Shoulders droop under the weight, your waistline disappears, and your posture can even suffer. Add in mismatched textures, and suddenly your look shifts from chic autumn outfit to bundled up against the cold. While comfort is important, elegance requires balance. The solution is not to stop layering altogether, but to layer smarter. Start with a slim, tailored base. This might mean a fitted blouse, a lightweight turtleneck, or a soft knit top that skims the body without clinging too tightly. The goal is to create a clean foundation that suggests shape. Next, add one piece of structured outerwear, such as a tailored blazer, a streamlined cardigan, or a classic trench coat. These pieces add warmth and polish without overwhelming your frame. Another key is proportion. If you wear a long coat, balance it with a slimmer base layer on top and fitted trousers on the bottom. If you prefer a chunky knit, keep the rest of your outfit sleek to avoid doubling the volume. This balance keeps your outfit refined while still cozy. Fabric choice also plays a huge role. Lightweight wool, blended cashmere, or quilted jackets with a defined cut provide warmth without the bulk. These materials drape elegantly and keep your silhouette sharp. Unlike thick, heavy wool or multiple layers of fleece, structured fabrics maintain a clean line that flatters instead of overwhelms. Color and accessories further enhance the effect. A slim black turtleneck under a camel trench instantly creates sophistication. A crisp white blouse layered under a cropped blazer elongates the body. Even something as simple as wearing a belt over your outerwear can bring back definition to the waist and prevent the boxy effect that bulky layering causes. From a psychological perspective, bulky outfits can feel like hiding, while tailored layering communicates confidence and control. When others see you in structured, intentional layers, they perceive vitality, modernity, and elegance. And when you feel put together instead of hidden under piles of fabric, your confidence rises too. So remember this: layering should highlight your shape, not erase it. Trade bulky piles of clothes for a slim foundation and one or two well-chosen outer pieces. This small shift ensures that you stay warm, look polished, and radiate the elegance that only comes from dressing with intention. Mistake 2. Wrong color combinations. Color is one of the most powerful tools in fashion, Yet it is also one of the easiest areas to make mistakes. For women over 60, wearing the wrong color combinations can completely transform an outfit, for better or worse. Unfortunately, many fall into the trap of either overloading with too many bold shades or relying heavily on dull, dark colors that drain the complexion. Both extremes can make you look older, tired, or disconnected from modern style. When you pile on multiple competing hues, say a bright red cardigan, a patterned purple blouse, and emerald green trousers, the result is chaotic. Instead of looking vibrant, the outfit appears noisy and overwhelming. On the other hand, defaulting only to black, navy, or brown may feel safe, but it often makes skin look washed out and emphasizes fine lines. In autumn, when the natural light softens, the wrong palette can age you instantly. The solution is balance. Start with a neutral base and then introduce autumn-inspired accent colors. Think of neutrals as your canvas, shades like cream, beige, camel, charcoal, or soft gray. These tones create harmony and act as a backdrop that flatters mature skin tones. From there, bring in one or two accent colors that reflect the richness of autumn: burgundy, deep olive, mustard, warm rust, or soft plum. These shades are sophisticated, seasonal, and far more flattering than stark primaries. For example, a cream turtleneck with a camel coat provides a timeless base. Add a burgundy scarf or olive handbag, and suddenly the outfit feels polished and current. A charcoal cardigan over a beige blouse can be elevated with mustard accessories. Even something as subtle as rust-colored gloves paired with a neutral trench coat can make a statement without overwhelming the wearer. Another key is proximity to the face. The colors closest to your complexion have the biggest impact. If dark navy or black tends to wash you out, replace it with deep plum or soft gray for the same slimming effect but with more life. Similarly, rich autumn hues like burgundy or teal worn near the neckline can brighten the face, making you appear more youthful and energized. Patterns can also be used, but sparingly. Stick to prints that combine a neutral base with one autumn accent color instead of loud multicolor designs. This way, the print enhances rather than competes with your overall outfit. Psychologically, wearing harmonious colors communicates sophistication, calm, and confidence. Others will perceive you as polished, thoughtful, and stylish without effort. Most importantly, you'll feel uplifted when the colors around you highlight your features rather than diminish them. So, avoid clashing or overly dark combinations. Instead, embrace the power of neutrals and let autumn-inspired accents bring warmth and vitality to your wardrobe. With this simple adjustment, your layered outfits will look intentional, elegant, and perfectly suited for the season. Mistake 3. Too many long layers. Layering is a brilliant way to stay stylish and warm during autumn, but when done incorrectly, it can easily overwhelm your frame. One of the most common mistakes women over 60 make is wearing too many long layers at once. Omnis, long tunics, long cardigans, oversized coats, all stacked together, might feel cozy, but they can drown your figure and erase your natural silhouette. Instead of looking elegant, the result is heavy, shapeless, and often dated. Think of it this way: clothing should work with your proportions, not against them. When every single layer extends below the hips, or even to the knees, the eye doesn't know where to rest. Your body ends up looking shorter and broader than it really is. This mistake can make even the tallest woman appear weighed down and out of balance. The solution lies in creating visual breaks. Not every piece needs to be long. Balance is achieved when you mix lengths strategically. For example, pair a longer blouse or tunic with a cropped cardigan or a hip-length jacket. The shorter layer creates definition at the waist and keeps your outfit looking intentional, not sloppy. Another option is to wear a mid-length coat over a shorter top, letting just a hint of fabric peek out to add dimension. The half-tuck technique is another effective way to balance long layers. Tucking the front of a blouse into trousers while leaving the back flowing creates shape without losing comfort. This small adjustment defines your waist and elongates your legs, instantly modernizing your look. Similarly, adding a belt over a longer cardigan or coat can break up the monotony and highlight your natural curves. Texture also plays a role. If you're wearing multiple long pieces, vary the fabric weights. A silky blouse layered under a structured wool coat looks elegant, but if you stack a long tunic with a long cardigan made of thick knit, the outfit will feel bulky and unrefined. Light fabrics against structured outerwear create contrast, which is far more flattering. Psychologically, balance in layering communicates confidence and awareness. People perceive you as polished and modern when your outfit is proportioned well. Too many long layers, however, suggest hiding, almost as if you're using fabric to disappear. That's the opposite of what style at this age should be. Fashion after 60 should be about expression, lightness, and refinement, not excess or heaviness. So the next time you reach for layers, ask yourself, does this combination balance my proportions? If every item is long and flowing, swap one for a shorter or structured piece. Add a belt, try a half tuck, or experiment with cropped outerwear. With just a little editing, layering transforms from a style mistake into a sophisticated tool that makes you look taller, slimmer, and more radiant, while still keeping you cozy all autumn long. Mistake 4. Ignoring texture. When we think of style, most of us immediately focus on color, cut, or length. But there's another element that quietly shapes how elegant, or how dated, an outfit looks: texture. One of the most overlooked mistakes women over 60 make in autumn dressing is ignoring texture. Wearing fabrics that are all flat, heavy, or similar in feel can make an outfit look plain, lifeless, and even cheap, no matter how much you spent on the pieces. Imagine pairing a wool coat with wool trousers and a wool scarf. Even if each piece is high quality, the sameness of texture flattens the look, removing depth and dimension. On the other hand, layering a silky blouse under a knit sweater topped with a soft wool coat instantly creates richness. Your outfit feels intentional, and more importantly, it reflects the kind of elegance that comes with subtle contrasts. The truth is, as we age, our skin and hair naturally lose some of their own texture and shine. That's why clothing texture becomes even more important. It can either add back vibrancy or dull it further. Smooth fabrics like silk, satin, or fine knits can brighten the complexion. Heavier textures like tweed or chunky wool can ground a look. But the magic happens when they're combined thoughtfully. Here's how to avoid this mistake. Mix light and heavy. Pair a delicate blouse with a structured wool jacket. The softness of the blouse balances the weight of the jacket. Combine matte and sheen. A knit sweater with a satin scarf or a silk camisole peeking out underneath creates layers of visual interest. Play with structure. Quilted jackets over fluid trousers, or a tweed skirt with a lightweight cardigan. Keep the outfit balanced. Limit bulk. While texture is important, too many thick fabrics together can overwhelm. Use one statement texture at a time, supported by simpler ones. Psychologists who study fashion often note that texture influences perception. A silky blouse suggests lightness and sophistication, while coarse fabrics read as casual and rugged. By mixing textures, you send a message of refinement, showing that you understand how details build elegance. The mistake of ignoring texture often stems from habit. Many women over 60 gravitate toward the same fabrics they've worn for decades: safe cottons, plain knits, or basic polyester blends. These choices feel familiar, but without variation, they lack freshness. Updating your wardrobe doesn't require buying new colors or silhouettes. Sometimes it simply means introducing texture variety. Picture this. A woman over 60 walks into a room wearing head-to-toe flat knit. She looks neat, but slightly dull. Now imagine the same woman wearing tailored trousers, a knit sweater, and a silky scarf draped casually around her neck. Suddenly, her outfit comes alive. The scarf catches the light, the trousers add structure, and the sweater brings comfort. That's the power of texture. It turns ordinary into extraordinary. The key is to remember that elegance isn't just about fit or color. It's about creating visual depth that makes people stop and look twice. When you mix textures wisely, you don't just wear clothes, you tell a story of sophistication, warmth, and personality, and that's exactly what style after 60 should be about. Mistake 5. Wrong outerwear. Length. When it comes to autumn outerwear, length is one of the most powerful yet most misunderstood details. Many women over 60 unknowingly choose coats that are either far too long or awkwardly short, and both extremes can make the entire outfit look unbalanced and dated. Outerwear length frames the body, and if the frame is wrong, it distracts from the elegance of everything else you're wearing. Let's start with coats that are too long. Floor-length or calf-length outerwear may seem dramatic and cozy, but in reality, it often overwhelms the frame. Instead of elongating the body, it can actually make you appear shorter and heavier. For petite women, this mistake is even more noticeable. A long, heavy coat drags the eye downward, creating a sense of bulk rather than refinement. On the opposite end, coats that are too short, ending above the hips or cutting across the widest part of the body, are equally unflattering. They can make the torso look boxy and the proportions feel unfinished, almost as if the outfit is chopped off. What might seem youthful or playful often ends up emphasizing areas we'd rather soften. The solution is balance, and that's why mid-thigh to tailored knee-length coats are considered the sweet spot for women over 60. A mid-thigh coat lengthens the body without swallowing it, while a knee-length coat provides coverage and elegance without dragging the figure down. These lengths skim the body gracefully, allowing movement while still creating a polished, vertical line that flatters most shapes. Tailoring makes an enormous difference here. A coat that subtly defines the waist, even with just a slight taper or belt, instantly upgrades the silhouette. Instead of appearing shapeless, the coat works with your natural curves, drawing the eye upward toward your face. Small details like a clean lapel, structured shoulders, or a belt tie can also help refine the overall look. When choosing outerwear length, it's also important to consider lifestyle. If you walk often, a mid-thigh length provides freedom of movement without fuss. For slightly more formal occasions, a knee-length tailored coat conveys sophistication and can be paired effortlessly with dresses, trousers, or skirts. And if you want versatility, coats with detachable belts or adjustable hemlines can give you multiple styling options in one piece. Psychologically, wearing the right length of coat communicates harmony. Proportions that feel balanced put both the wearer and the observer at ease. Too long suggests heaviness, too short suggests imbalance. The right length conveys refinement, control, and timeless style. Picture this. A woman over 60 in a calf-length, oversized coat trudges into a cafe. She looks weighed down, the coat overpowering her presence. Now imagine her in a tailored knee-length coat in a soft wool blend, cinched lightly at the waist with a belt. Instantly, she appears taller, slimmer, and more radiant. Her outfit feels complete, intentional, and ageless. The takeaway? Length matters more than we realize. When in doubt, aim for mid-thigh or just above the knee. With the right outerwear length, you don't just stay warm. You carry yourself with grace and elegance, proving that style after 60 is not about following trends, but about mastering proportion. At the end of the day, outerwear isn't just about keeping warm. It's about how you present yourself to the world. A coat is often the very first thing people notice, and it frames your entire outfit. That's why avoiding these 5 mistakes, oversized boxy shapes, heavy bulky fabrics, dark dull colors, outdated details, and wrong lengths, makes such a dramatic difference. Each of these errors has one thing in common. They hide your elegance instead of revealing it. The good news? Fixing them doesn't require a complete wardrobe overhaul. You don't need a closet full of new coats. With just a few thoughtful choices, you can completely transform the way your outerwear works for you. A tailored mid-thigh coat in a soft wool blend, a modern color like camel or soft gray, lightweight but structured fabrics, and clean details can make you look taller, fresher, and more radiant instantly. The right coat will never overwhelm you. Instead, it will support your posture, complement your outfits, and highlight your natural confidence. After 60, style isn't about chasing trends or dressing to please others. It's about refinement, self-expression, and showing that elegance has no expiration date. Every piece you wear should lift your energy, not weigh you down. By choosing coats that balance proportion, use texture wisely, and brighten your look, you remind the world, and yourself, that you are still vibrant, capable, and full of life. So the next time you put on a coat before stepping outside, pause for a moment. Ask yourself, does this outerwear highlight me or does it hide me? When the answer is highlight, you'll feel the difference not only in your reflection, but also in the way people respond to you. That's the power of outerwear. It can either pull you back into the past or carry you forward with confidence, grace, and timeless style.